darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but
thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, say it thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic. This the aftersight, insight, what can be unknown. How I write this is not condoned. Tilt my throne full of empty zones. Every soul has some bad luck to console. Alone, isolated, that's when demons like to roam through your atmosphere like this is home. Whatever feels good, probably not too good. Dirty walks in the hood, words hook 'em to the curb. Stepping like a ninja is not good enough. Karma knows when you're trying to cheat love. Can't trust you cause you can't get enough. Dirty doesn't do what he can't undo. That type of thinking is not for you. If it is, then you know you'll never be who you were. Or you started out cold, one hate, one hurt, one man, one word can disturb every one of your nerves. Blood in, blood out, judging on one doubt, shrugging on what, how, silence, intimidated by one pow, pow. Two inequality, but don't look at the ground. Two inequality, but don't look at the ground. Thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, say it thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, say it. Words with purpose make my thoughts feel at home, but no one should have this much thinking room. Using ink the same way a fiend uses his past to consume, from straight out the pharaoh's tomb, flowing my medallion of doom, meddling in my atmosphere is something they all wanna do. That's why I bring it to you harder than guns with attitude, harsher than sons that have no fathers too. Too much of me, that's a lot of truth. Dirty's vocals released, that's a flooded booth, setting fire to the societal noose. I feel so old, so cold, one soul, thinking one goal, understanding oneself, a poem written from the depths of control. I said it before, afterthoughts are born from the core. Need a little more, here's the order, subconscious tactics, conscious judgment, self-understanding. Afterthoughts, afterthoughts, dirty D, afterthoughts, afterthoughts. Thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, say it thinking like we trapped in the afterlife, sniping on the right words, dark to light, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, flow the afterthought, soul of the mic, say it.
for you because they belong to me.
The journey starts with him out a window looking out, cold vapor coming out his mouth, intense stare in a silence that could kill a mouse. Words come banging at the doors of his house. Immediately he goes to hide in his couch. It's these exact words he blamed for his doubt. Fears that this time the purpose is to leave him doused with his own tears and his blood. Yet his attention is aroused, something mystical about the way danger can endow him with a vow to defend the honor of his town. He moves closer to the articulation of the sounds. Forever he's been lost, but somehow these words have been found. Bound by the flow they compound, he's intrigued by the realism they announce. Opens up to approach the thunder of the words and its nine clouds.
The misty mountains cold. The misty mountains cold.
So close and yet so far, the nine clouds seem to be open in a dark spirit figure with a signature enigma. Its appearance has its soul triggered. From its dark mist there's a light, there's a spark circulating in his heart. Feels like these words are a parallel universe to his thoughts. In his excitement there's a sight so inviting. A vision of the past opens up a path that splits him in half. Two sides to the ego, one's totally inspired, the other's enraged cause he knows freedom comes hiding in a cage. What's he to think, is he a fool or a sage? The nine clouds each a stage, challenging his wisdom and his fate. One wrong move and a cloud evaporates, vestibule of vernal awaits. is wanted there where the power lies. Use these words wisely, they are not for insincere highs, neither to disguise or engorge your pride. One lie and your doubt will surmise the devil's fire-breathing cries. Nothing can come between the journey for truth and its reason. On the tip of his tongue, words are approaching. The more he enunciates, the more he sees the dark figure boasted. Clouds transform in his past, infuriates the spirit. 3 times to the self, 3 clouds missing. Thinks to himself, prejudgments bring about more darkness, less light. Realize truth is selfless. Each word must be heartfelt. Pen in his hand, the dark mist is exchanged for a white light. Reflect in his words, 9 clouds carry him towards the mountain's mist.
The misty mountains cold.
This is my afterthought. Imagine the world was a little different. Reflect on the afterthoughts consciousness. See what your soul can foresee. Dirty D. Try to imagine what I see. Imagine this instrumental being my soul. Now imagine the liberty I feel when I flow. My prison of hopes, my vocal image that gives birth to ideas of growth. If life is war, I'm a revolutionary scope. Life is hard, but you won't see me noosing that rope. But then again, I sorta done it to others when I sold them some dope. I don't live, I just cope. I don't give, I'm a ghost. Uplifting my spirit, then I boast. My ego's up in the dose. I don't see you, I just hear what I know. Analyze what they don't. One day they gave me money, next thing I knew, everything was being done for show. Verbal action, I direct the movie from the scenes you compose. Some lose touch, cause they only know what they know. Ignorance floats in the air, humor in our minds, parking zones. Many hearts atrophy, pumped with fear. This life's always shifting gears. Imagine a world geared to the youth instead of this revered adultery built on fear. Afterthought. Imagine our prejudgments as logical limitations. Now imagine your knowledge without imagination. Imagine. What could we be? Imagine. Imagine our prejudgments like logical limitations. Now imagine our knowledge without imagination. Imagine. Just imagine. Imagine a world where we can shake hands without lying to each other. I imagine my baby girl having multiple lovers, never knowing what love is. Imagine my boy trying to fight his nemesis, but he's frightened. That's what life is, a strike of lightning. Imagine a world where I can look you in the eye and get the truth to what you're thinking. A world where your image isn't worth more than what you're thinking. A world where we don't judge people sleeping and stinking. On the sidewalk where the struggle seems insistent. It's distinctive, the way man's ego leaves him indistinct. Survival's instinctive, so how come some kill themselves cause they can't afford a Lincoln? Maybe life's but a dream and they're tired of blinking. I imagine a world where I can write and God sends me a sign like that's the right thought to be inking. A world where we can drink and not feel like we're sinking. Where I can smoke to actually calm my nerves instead of tripping over what I'm thinking. Think about it, imagine we could be without having to live up to our reputation's persistence. 30D, this is my afterthought. Imagine our prejudgments as logical limitations. Now imagine your knowledge without imagination. Imagine. What could we be? Imagine. Imagine our prejudgments like logical limitations. Now imagine our knowledge without imagination. Imagine. Just imagine. What could we be? Imagine our prejudgments as logical limitations. Now imagine your knowledge without imagination. Imagine. What could we be? Just imagine. Imagine our prejudgments like logical limitations. Now imagine our knowledge without imagination. Imagine. Just imagine. What could we be? Feels like a long time coming. The afterthought. It is what it is. Picture of pains can't be stopped. Or can it? Something to think about. It began with pain. I lost my knee in shame. My dream went insane. My mind split like lanes. Find me like spit in the drain. Find me shitting on names. I looked at you like my thoughts. Picked you up off the block and told you to get blazed. I'm talking shoddy synapses. I'm feeling my soul strays. We're filling the ashtray. Blunts with one aim. Bury all of the pain. I'm holding it 4 days. I'm dropping 3.5. They're asking for 7 days. I'm hoping that heaven pays. My tears have no face. My eyes have no face. Cause face it, I'm erased. I told Os I'm gone. We all look misplaced. And I cannot replace the feeling of that swish. The feeling of the ball before I make you wish. Instead I'm on that strip, making the bud stick. Hoping you feel sick, herbalist. You give me that paper, I give you a zigzag and snap, crackle, pop. I'm on to the next hearse. I'm telling you I'm cursed before I sell you the worst. Before I reflect on me, I'm seeing you dead first. I'm dead to you anyway. Look at me flame on, sagging my Sean Johns, looking for compadres behind a church, smoking that forgive me for I've sinned, Padre. Money is my Audrey, hoping that she strips all day for that Marley. If there's beef, no parlay. I'm only revving on your ass like Harley Davidsons. Don't know I'm not atheist. When I spit my name, it's deeper than an alias. It's that voice you try to ignore, the shady character that makes you who you are, the God within, Dirty D. And if you wanna know who you are, then you gotta search. If you wanna know your worth, then you gotta know the value of the work. If you're not concerned, then you better listen to my verse. Cause every word that I spit is explicitly lit with the truth from those who think they're dead right when they're dead wrong. Become the song that no one sings. Become the life that no one brings anything to. Cause your ego is too much in you. You're a motherfucker everyone knew. And if you wanna know who you are, then you gotta search. If you wanna know your worth, then you gotta know the value of the work. If you're not concerned, then you better listen to my verse. Cause every word that I spit is explicitly lit with the truth from those who think they're dead right when they're dead wrong. Become the song that no one sings. Become the life that no one brings anything to. Cause your ego is too much in you. You're a motherfucker everyone knew. Dirty Afterthought.
Win to win, leave me alone, Dirty, just flow.
Hey, who I am and who I used to be. Dirty D, Afterthought. Let the silence speak. Dirty D, say it again. Afterthought. Dirty D. Dirty D, Dirty D, Dirty D, Dirty D. Let's bring it back to who I used to be. Nothing was my mercenary, mercy me. Nothing was necessarily concerning me. How was nothing? Demons were referred to me by angels warning me. The smoke was Lord to me. They were burners, but they couldn't murder me. Instead they watered me. I grow reciprocally, harder than a blinded surgery. Paint the street a mausoleum of your perjury. Words I seize the bird brains, pigeonholed inside a trap that's only heard to me. Me again, it's I and them. Afterthought can clutch my pen, I busted them again. Many men tried to sell me hope, I got my refund, yeah, every cent. What's that scent? It must be fear. Like those highs that never seem to end. Those crooked eyes, I straighten them like iron ties. Dirty D, my ties are ironclad. Mad loyalty that won't subtract or pretend. Again, the real is here. The winter winds that freeze the ears. The wisdom's cold, I think of flows and freeze my own. Thoughts that shoot my limbs off like started barrel tone. When alone, I'm home sweet home. Riled up when silence is the overtone. Conscious overcoat underneath the naked truth that no one wants exposed. You see, I'm close, but the finish would be paradoxal. In another life, I might have been a pterodactyl, salvaging the raptor's claws. Okay, your jaws are predatorial, but your reach is T-Rex or Dirty D. Who I am and who I used to be. Who I am and who I used to be. My brothers from another know I'm usually wide awake inside a dream. The afterthought is who I am and what I choose to be. Who I am and who I used to be. My brothers from another know I'm usually wide awake inside a dream. The afterthought is who I am and what I choose to be.
The afterthought. Afterthoughts don't stop.
This story starts on the second story, 8:30. Mother and daughter watching the end of a scary movie. Brother's in his room finishing a project, he's gotta hurry. His mom still reads him bedtime stories, 9 o'clock. He tucks himself in and mom comes to cuddle for 20 minutes and no worries. His sister's taking a shower, thunderstorm, lights go out, no power. Don't worry, mama's here, bring the candles out. Kisses the 10-year-old boy on his brow. Good night, love, dream well. Daughter 16, she's doing the nails while mom makes the lunches for tomorrow. They hear the ring of the elevator, heavy steps follow. The echo of a man's mumbles, daddy's home. The door is shoved open, the smell of private stock intoxicates the 4 rooms. Whips his shoes off and goes to lie in the living room. Mama says, where you been? Out where? With the boys. Any word on getting the job? No. So you been out all day drinking? Yeah, so leave me be. I can't do this anymore, it's been 6 months. What are you doing? Dad lashes out, sister and brother holding each other tight. Table falls over, I said let me be, and gives mom a smack. Only the devil can envy. The children tremble and he doesn't stop. Mama shrieks, make their eyes drop. 10 minutes of beatings leave them forever scarred. As long as their heart's beating. Beating. Hearts beating. No, his sister's holding his head, covering his ears. Her tears land on his cheek. Her brother's had enough. The love he has for his mother gives him strength enough. Breaks free from his sister's hold, runs to the kitchen. Little boy with a heart of gold, beating too fast for his mother. Tears in his eyes, goes to the cupboard, grabs a steak knife. The sight of his so-called father beating down on his beautiful mother instills his 10-year-old boy with the rage of a man. Knife tightly gripped in his hand, attacks his father with no hesitation. Yelling, get off her, punches the knife into his papa's back. The man in his drunken rage swings around from the stinging pain, elbowing his boy in the side of the head. Knocked unconscious, his mother bloody lip and all lets out a scream that could break the great wall. The eruption of total chaos, a family broken apart, forever scarred for 10 minutes of beatings. As long as their hearts are beating.
Yo, son of a bitch. You'll find your dog dead in the hallway tomorrow.
Dirty D. Hip-hop is my afterthought. Hip-hop is my afterthought. Creeping up on the hip-hop gods. Creeping up on me, that's my afterthought. Creeping up on you, that's my afterthought. Old flow, that's my afterthought. OD new flow, that's my afterthought. Feel it. Yeah. Deep. In the form of an afterthought. I am wherever the dark is, I are whatever a shark is, I can. My will is an artist, I rap. Misunderstood logic, my pen is one of the hardest. I know my shit is retarded, my flow is totally unresponsive to those who can't be honest. Conscious is a comet that burns before its causes. I win, I'm full of losses, I sin, I get real nauseous and then make a deposit. I've been with crazy bosses, they led me to my process. I track whatever the class is, then turn time to molasses. Blast whatever the past is, passion with compassion. Don't clap, the devil catches, I pass. Twist to the saddest, they take it to the radix. I stack that automatic, my words drive by on habit. That's my mind making magic. Imagine 40 thieves, I done brought them to Aladdin. No Disney, this is sadist, I dare you to compete. This is life, a living hell that my words are such a rapist. I think, and then I say it, I say whatever I'm thinking. I think that I'll be thinking as long as you'll be sinking. See, evil is the ego is the people. Some people need the needles, they steal to get the diesel. They all freeze cause they're feeble, they leave it for the people. And then it's pop the weasel. See, in my darkest hours, there are no pleasant words, no heartwarming gestures, no smiles, just a numbness that encompasses the afterthought I am.